Hello, I'm John Suazo, and I'm here today to talk about the 1924 Pueblo Lands Act that resulted in the return of a lot of land that was taken by the Spanish government, and a lot of non Indians had moved in closer to our reservation. Back in the 1860s, the United States government did a survey of Taos Pueblo land and found that they only owned 60,000 acres of lower farmland, and the mountains were not registered. So in 1906, the United States government, knowing that the Taos Mountains were not registered, took the land and made it a national forest, including the sacred Blue Lake. And in 1924, the Pueblo Lands Act became reality. It was designed to move out settlers that had moved closer into the reservation here. And one of the men that was moved out, his name was, they call him Red because he had red hair. He was a non-Indian, and he had property south of the Rio Lucero Dam, and they had moved in so that close. So the the act made him move out as well as others. And in 1924, my great grandfather Hunter Watson was war chief here at Taos Pueblo. And that year, John Rockefeller and his three sons, including the vice president Nelson Rockefeller, they all came into my great grandfather's house at Taos Pueblo and met him. And during that time, they had a small outing up in the mountains with a few other Indians where they sang some songs for them. And after after the reception and party, John D. Rockefeller went into town at the Cow's Sharp Museum and bought some paintings from Sharp. And after returning back to Washington, John D. Rockefeller sent this letter to my great grandfather. His name was Rafael Gomez. And I'll read the letter. Dear friend, I have thought often and with much pleasure of the interesting songs and dances which you and some of the other Indians gave in the beautiful Cottonwood Canyon around the campfire the night my sons and I visited the reservation at Taos last summer. As an expression of my thanks, I am sending you, through the kindness of Mr. Bert Phillips, a silk handkerchief and a turquoise ring, which I hope you will accept with the assurance of my friendly appreciation. Very truly, John D. Rockefeller. And it was dated October 1st, 1924, 26 Broadway, New York. And this is a picture of my great-grandfather, Hunter Watson. And this is the silk handkerchief that John Rockefeller sent to my great-grandfather. And also, this is the ring that he sent him in 1924. I think it was made by Navajo, because John Rockefeller used to collect a lot of jewelry from the Navajo people. So in appreciation with their visit and my great-grandfather Hunter Watson being war chief, and he had over 50 head of horses, and these horses used to go up into that property where that non-Indian named Red used to own. So the tribal council, in appreciation, they gave that land to my great-grandfather Hunter Watson. So my family, the Suazo family, owns some of the mountain land on the south side of the Rio Lucero Dam. So this is the story about the Pueblo Lands Act. My great-grandfather, war chief, 1924.